We have your winner by way of TKO, Terrance T-Rex McKinney!
Season 1, Episode 21 of the Rise SG podcast, and today we have UFC fighter Terrance T-Rex McKinney on. Terrance, thank you so much for coming on.
No problem, brother. Thanks for having me on, Jordan.
Of course, man. So, for these past, since your last fight, how you been? How you feeling?
Just looking to evolve every day. I get to train with luckily one of the best strikers in the UFC, so it's been a huge honor working with people like Jamal Hill, Kevin Holland, seasoned strikers like that. Just staying in the gym, it's like a new love, I'm trying to be there every day because there's so much stuff that I didn't know that I thought I knew.
Yeah. Has training with them made better connection with, Kevin Holland and Jamal Hill?
Yeah, train with them made us super close, but really just life situations made us even closer.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I saw you there at UFC Noche. Kevin Holland fought Jack Milladena. That was it was a good fight. It happens. I know in my opinion for a fact that Kevin could beat him any day. When he's feeling it or charged up. I think it was another fight. I think Kevin Holland would win.
He could have been a little bit more aggressive, but all around though, I think he put on an incredible performance.
Yeah.
Anyone that really fought could really tell Kevin's defense was on another level that night.
Yeah, I think personally in that whole fight, I thought Kevin, Kevin never fell. Kevin never got absolutely knocked or anything. He didn't get stunned. He kept Milladena on his feet the whole time. Or yeah, it was just.
I think they respected each other just a little bit too much.
I also think it was a good thing because everyone that Milladena has fought, he's taken them to the ground. And, I don't even think one time that fight that went to the ground. And I think that's good.
Yeah, he could have mixed the wrestling a bit, but like I said, for me, Kevin won 2 rounds to 1, but it was a close fight.
Yeah, that's what I agree. Going on, your fight status for October 14th. I'm sorry I saw, Chris Duncan got injured. What are you thinking? You still gonna fight for October 14th? Just new opponent?
I want to new opponent, but if not, I don't mind if they have me fighting in November or December. It doesn't matter. I love to fight, and I want to get one more in before the year ends.
Who are you thinking about fighting? Do you have anyone that you want to call out, or is there anyone you want to, anyone in particular?
Nah, it's anybody, anywhere. That's just what I live by. Fighters fight, and I'm training as hard as I can for October 14th. So whoever it is, I'm gonna be ready.
Hell yeah, man! I actually saw on when you posted that Instagram post, maybe 2 hours ago. I actually saw there's this one guy who did want to do a fight with you. There's a guy who's not in the UFC yet, but he's getting there. For his debut, I think he wants to fight you. So I think that would, take out a new debut guy for his first debut.
What guy?
Here, let me look this up, actually. I didn't pay attention to a name, if I'm going to be honest, just because I didn't know who this guy was. I saw it and I was just like, I don't know if he'd fight someone like that, but I looked it up. Here, let me look. Let's see. It's like one of the top comments already. All right, this dude is named Monkey Jiu Jitsu Christian Loneson. He literally made a
Yeah.
post that has you on
Yeah.
it.
Actually. Oh yeah. 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 I talked to this guy. We actually fought on the same contender series together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Would you be open to fight him or?
I'll be open to fight anyone. I'll take his fight. I actually talked to my DMs. He's a good dude, and yeah, like I said, I'll fight anyone. They give him the opportunity, bless him. I'll be happy for him as well. Because I know how hard it is to get here,
Mhm.
and I know how it sucks to lose on a contender series and have to grind your way back. So I know how that feels. So if it was up to me, I'll give him opportunity. I don't mind.
Yeah.
But like I said, he's a jujitsu guy. I'm a striker slash jujitsu guy. Like no matter where the fight goes, I'm ready. So whoever it is, but if God says it's him, then it's him. And congratulate to him for a UFC contract. But I guess we'll see in the next few days.
Yeah, man. I mean, God's gonna leave you in those paths, and I have a feeling just cause of like how many like of the cards that are looking really good before the end of the year. I think they're gonna pair you up with someone a little like higher up than somebody debuting. 'Cause, you just came off of
Yeah.
a win, and like you said, God's gonna lead you wherever, and that's so true. And I'm just thinking, since Chris Duncan's out, I'm thinking they're gonna put somebody as good as him against you.
Yeah, I wouldn't care if they even push the fight back. He's actually not injured. I end up finding out it's a visa problem. So I don't care if they push it back like a
Oh,
month. Yeah.
okay, yeah,
Like they push it back November, same opponent, I'll be cool with that. But we'll just see what the UFC does. If they want to push the fight back, or they still want me to fight October 14th. We'll see.
yeah, yeah. I mean, this cards are just getting stacked right now. All these title fights that are coming up. That's what I'm thinking. They're just gonna stack the cards, and they're gonna give everybody who wants the chance, the fight. They're gonna give it to them if they're like on streaks and stuff. Because now I'm seeing like today, I think the matchup person posted at least like 10 matchups, and they were just wild. I think this rest of the year is just gonna be crazy. I think
There's gonna be some good fights for sure. Yeah, they're gonna have to end it with a bang. It's gonna be sick.
yeah, I'm looking forward to all these fights. I mean, I think the one I'm looking forward the most is the Royval um, Pantoja fight. That's in my
Me
opinion.
too. People don't understand. That's about to be a sick ass fight. A lot of
And
good technique, high pace.
their
Gonna be
second time
intense from
fighting.
start to finish.
Yeah, there's some people that are like, I don't know, they're not thinking that's gonna be the best fight, but I'm thinking both those guys are gonna go at it, and I think it's gonna go 5 rounds, or yeah, because championship fight, it's gonna go 5 rounds. I think. I don't think there will be a knockout or submission. I'm kind of just thinking 5 rounds. I don't know.
I think possibly finish there. Pantoja got power and he got super good grappling.
Okay, so you think Pantoja is gonna take that for sure?
Uh-huh.
Damn.
And that's Brandon Royval got stronger. That's like the only thing I see him missing, like in the division. I just don't think he's as strong as the
Yeah,
top two, top three guys.
yeah, I agree. I don't know. I don't know if anyone can beat Pantoja. Hopefully, Rovel's like showed that he can get a title fight, but I don't, yeah, like you said, with if he's gotten stronger or not, I don't know if he'll be able to take him in a fight. I'm thinking that I think that Miocic and Jones fight. I think that's gonna go Jones right away.
I think it's gonna be a lot closer than people think, but I'm thinking about maybe like a fourth round finish, but it's gonna be a lot closer than people think.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, it's just like I don't know because he hasn't fought in a while, and I heard that he hasn't like before this whole thing happened. He hasn't been training. You know, that's what I've
I
heard.
heard he's been training. I heard from the source. I heard
Oh,
he's like yoked right now too.
oh, really? Shit. I heard.
Yeah.
I heard the exact opposite. I
No,
was like,
I
are you?
heard from a great source too. Like this, he's actually loving MMA more. I heard he's really about his shit right now.
Yeah, if he's back to where he was before, he's gonna be good. I think. I mean, John Jones is gonna win, in my opinion, but he's gonna if he's like actually training, is like like you said, yoked. He's gonna he's gonna fight pretty good, and that will probably go a little longer.
Yeah, it's
So
gonna be a good fight. I can't wait.
going back to your last fight, how are you feeling against Breeden? What did you think based on your performance?
Um, I think my coaches they did a good job mentally, like preparing me. Um, really put that dog back in me, the warrior, and just said, "You need to go out there and be T-Rex." And I think I'm in the right spot. I'm at the right coaches right now, and I think God's gonna bring us all the way to the championship. I just got to start taking it one fight at a time instead of just looking past people. So like
Exactly.
whoever's in my eye first, that's what I'm gonna focus on. I'm done just focusing ahead and skipping the line. I got to consider everyone a threat, and everyone's good, and I got to be able to go 3 rounds, and that's all I got to focus on cardio because the skills and the talents are gonna already be there.
Yeah, I agree. There's gonna like every single fight's gonna be a threat because you're gonna have guys who you you know you can be better than them, but in the UFC you never know what's gonna happen. There's gonna be one kick that goes through, one punch that goes through, slips through, and you're down. Or like one grip you let go, it's gonna go into a submission. You just never know what's gonna happen, and yeah, I totally agree with you. You just gotta make everyone a threat. Can't be. I know people have these long term goals of being a champion. You're just gonna grind through it, but you gotta respect everyone that you're fighting, or think of them as a threat because they're the person that you need to beat to get up to the top. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but are you so? Let's say if the UFC gives you a chance with, or they tell you, hey, you can fight Chris Duncan, or you can fight somebody October 14th, or like in a month, let's say, fight Chris Duncan in like December or something. Would you take the Chris Duncan, or would you just take the October 14th? What do you think?
I'll take the Chris Duncan fight.
Yeah,
I think it's something that fans were looking forward to, and I like to
exactly.
give the fans what they love.
Yeah, and I think going into that, you might be an underdog. What are your thoughts about that one?
Mm, I would expect that. What is he on, like a 9-8 fight win streak?
Mm-hmm. 2-0 in the UFC, something like that, right?
Yeah, but maybe not though at the same time because people see there's a huge speed difference, and he has been known to get clipped by punches.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It
I
was
don't think
his.
I think it's gonna be like it would have been a pick 'em or me being the favorite to be honest.
Yeah, you gotta prove everybody wrong. Dude, I've seen all these people trying to rip on you and stuff like this on comments and stuff. It's just like they don't know what it's like to go through all this. Like fight, you're like doing all this just out of will, and like you said, you're gonna go wherever God leads you, and yeah, people like I talked about on the last podcast. A lot of people just shit on people these days. They don't know what it's like to get to the top. Like you're
Yeah,
here,
that's
man.
that's that's just the U.S. for you. People just don't like to see people doing good, and
Yeah,
that's how I know I'm doing something right. It makes me smile, makes me want to train harder,
it makes them
because I
jealous.
just know I know the devil wants me to quit. He's
Mhm.
trying to break me, and every time I'm gonna prove him wrong and show him that and I'm gonna show God that I really want the belt. I really want everything I prayed for, and that's for me to be positive, stay strong, and just keep pushing.
Hmm.
And that's how I'm gonna show God that I really want it, and He's gonna give it to me. If I let the devil win, I let the comments get to me, then I might as well stop fighting. Because at the end of the day, only God can judge me.
Yeah.
And as long as my family happy, they could care less if I'm in the UFC. So that's all I care about is them unfazed.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, dude, you've come so far. Like you started out in the UFC getting a 7-second KO against Matt Frivola, and now you know you had a rough start against some of these fighters, but every fighter goes through their phase where they start losing some matches, but there's always a dog that goes in them where they're back onto fighting and they're winning. And I believe in you that you're gonna do good things. I think this fight coming up for you is gonna be a good thing. Definitely wish you luck against whoever you're gonna fight. We don't know yet. But yeah, man, I give you all the credits, even any fighter, to hop in there and give it their all. I mean, all you guys are going for the same thing. I hope. A championship.
Yeah. What makes me so dangerous is that I'll never quit. I just don't. It's not in me.
Exactly, man. Dude, you showed that in your fight against Dober. That was a crazy fight. I think the both of you was just wouldn't back down. I think that one.
Yeah.
I think I think seeing something like that after this fight, like, what do you, in your thoughts, who, it could be past or present, who would you want to fight that's in the UFC and who is like, could be a Hall of Famer or an old fighter? Pick the two.
I would want to fight Khabib.
Okay. And why is that?
Yeah, that's the only way to consider the best at this weight class. And I want to. You got to beat the best to be the best, and he's undoubtedly the best, undefeated. And yeah, that's my dream fight. And if I can make that, I got to make it happen soon. So that's why I'm getting so serious. That's why I fight so much. I want to get as much knowledge and make whatever mistakes I can now, so I don't have to do it when I fight for the belt.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so active.
Would you want to fight Islam if you had the chance to, other than Khabib?
Hell yeah,
I don't know
hell
whenever
yeah.
he's gonna be active again. I don't know if
But
he
I
is.
just got a feeling that Islam's time's coming, so like it won't be as cool to beat him as it would to beat Khabib.
Oh, you don't think he's gonna have the belt for that long?
I think I think someone's gonna get him either Charles is gonna come correct this fight or Volks is gonna get him.
Really? I don't,
Yeah,
dude. I don't know. Like that last fight with Oliveira and Makachev, Oliveira like couldn't do anything. So when that submission happened, I think he just gave up because he knew like
I
that.
think it's the pressure. It was the pressure to him. I don't think he's ever been in a high stake fight like that.
Yeah, I've never seen something like that. When I saw that fight and I saw it go down to submission, I saw kind of Oliveira give up. I was like, damn. uh, just never seen somebody like him do that, or like any like ever in the UFC seen someone like give up like that. Maybe just I don't know. Yeah, like you said, it could have been just the pressure and everything. But I'm excited to
And
see.
Islam was on point that fight too.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely on point. I'm excited to see what happens though within the two of them, just because Oliveira lost the title and he's gonna come back
Isn't that
even.
coming up? Isn't that coming up next month?
Yeah. Uh, that's okay. Yeah, two more fights. This one this
Yeah.
weekend, and then the one with Dawson and Green. And I think it's the one after that. I think so.
Maybe one of those guys fall out, and God bless me with that fight.
Yeah. Maybe of the Oliveira one.
Nah, maybe Bobby Green or Grant Dawson.
Oh yeah, who knows? Yeah, maybe Bobby
That'd be
Green will.
busting.
Yeah, main event
Me
fight,
versus Grant Dawson, me versus Bobby Green. Either of those be sick.
dude. I mean, I know kind of what's gonna happen that fight, in my opinion, just because I've seen from a standpoint. Like I think Grant Dawson is one of the best wrestlers in the lightweight, other than like Makachev and stuff. I think he's a very good wrestler, and Bobby Green's getting older, and I don't know. Like he beat Tony Ferguson, but Tony Ferguson's kind of on his end. I don't know if you saw, but Tony Ferguson's fighting Patty now. I thought that was just
Yeah, I
weird.
hope Tony fucks him up. I like Tony. Hope he
Oh,
fucks him up.
yeah. I think everybody's rooting for that one.
I was like, Tony, answer our prayers.
I hope that Tony comes up with a win because I think with the last fight of a robbery for Paddy Pimblett, I hope that he finally gets put in his place.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that one came up. Yeah, that Dawson. I don't know what you think, but I think Dawson's gonna end up beating Green. I don't know what your thoughts on that are.
That fight's gonna be a lot closer than people think too.
Really? What do you
Yeah.
think, based on Bobby Green?
Um, People think Bobby wasn't doing good, but he stopped a couple of Islam's takedowns. It's just Islam's. If you guys seen Islam, he's strong. He's big. I
Yeah.
don't think Grant Dawson is gonna be as strong as Islam. So
Yeah. I mean, I had him on for a podcast too, and yeah, everyone's dream is to fight Islam because he's the champion, and everyone's gonna have those goals. I think, yeah, Bobby Green is strong. You do have a point in that. I just don't know. I think Grant's gonna end up winning. Either it might be decision, because that whole fight he had against Ismagulov was just all ground game. There's nothing. There's nothing that happened that fight.
yeah, that was whack, huh?
I just think he had him pinned down the whole time. He just couldn't do anything, and that's. I mean,
He.
as boring as it
I
was.
understand doing that, but obviously he don't want no part of throwing hands.
Yeah, that's what kind
Those
of like
guys, those like I like Grant, but yeah, man, fight, bro.
you gotta
This
have.
isn't combat jujitsu.
You gotta have
Sorry,
some.
bud.
You gotta have some excitement out of some of the fights, man. I mean, as
Yeah, tell the UFC, give me one of these wrestler guys.
yeah. I mean, hey, you never know. With your next fight, it could be somebody. I don't know. I
Nah,
don't know who's.
they like put me with strikers.
I don't know who's like coming up on the lightweight division. I don't know how I can see. I can only see like top 15. When I look at it, I don't see like a global of like what the rankings are and stuff. I don't know how that works. In like my opinion.
I think everyone's beatable. It's just about who can show up that night.
Mhm. Yeah. Exactly. Every single fighter has a good fight, or they they don't show up at all. Cause I know, just like your when Kevin Holland fight, I thought like if Kevin Holland like showed up that fight, that would have been his. I think he would have stopped Melodana. Personally, I thought he won, but it's, they're gonna want those rising stars, and the judges are gonna pick all these come ups. It's kind of what I see it. But yeah, man. Keep training. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. I wish you luck in your fight against whoever, whoever you get the fight, whoever you get the knockout. Another first round finish. Yes, sir. Is that the goal?
100%.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a good
I'm
one,
gonna
man.
finish all these guys first round.
Do it. Should prove everyone
It's
wrong.
gonna it's everybody. It got a lot. It gotta not look normal, so people know that this was all God's doing. That's just the way it gotta go.
Exactly.
There is no decisions fighting Terrence. I'm finishing everybody. It's just I gotta be ready to finish him in the third, the fourth, the fifth. But like I said, I'm growing. I'm getting more comfortable. My footwork's getting better. I'm training with a great team, and yeah, the sky's the limit. You guys get excited.
Oh yeah, man. I just one of the last things I'm gonna talk about is we have this motto for Rise SG is like what's your rise, what's your why, or it could be who, it could be what keeps you going every single day. What do you think your why is?
Uh, a lot of things. God, my family, my teammates. My uncle said, Chico. I got too many people behind me to take a step backwards. So the fans, family, the people that I was able to touch through my words or through my story, all those guys. They're the reason I rise up. They're the reason I'm going to keep going, and the reason I'm not going to give up. Especially my mom, especially my son, especially my baby moms. Yeah, yeah, everyone just been holding it down on the back end, what people don't see. I'm gonna hold it down and take over for them.
Heck yeah, man. I definitely agree with you. I think when you have those whys, I think family's definitely a key word. God, 100%. He's going to guide you in the path wherever he believes that you're going to go into. And, like, man, I mean, it's a good why to have. And, I wish you luck, like I said, in everything that's coming up. And, God's going to guide you in your path to go up to be number one, be a champion. Every
Straight
single
up,
day you put the work in, and it's going to pay off.
100%. I truly believe that.
Like I said, every winner was just a loser that didn't give up.
Real shit.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Thank you for coming on, guys. This was season 1, episode 21 of the Rise SG podcast. Thank you guys for watching.